Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the comparison and contrast of DNA and RNA. This class is for Biology 2401, and today we're just going to get into that. So just to clarify, all of my information and pictures were obtained via the textbook. The professor provided us a PowerPoint as well, and my pictures were on Google by looking up DNA and RNA. So to get started, DNA and RNA have very few similarities, some being that they both have phosphate and they both have a sugar backbone. Now, the sugar backbone is, in DNA, it's deoxyribose, and on RNA, it's just ribose. Now, each of these are made of nucleotides, and we're going to kind of get into it on the next slide. So there is a lot more differences then you would think there is similarities. Now, RNA contains a different base, which is a nitro base. It is uracil, and DNA carries thymine. Now, don't quote me if I'm saying these wrong. As well as DNA is a double helix, while RNA is a single helix. Now, there is more differences than being provided. DNA holds all of our genetic information, so like to tell like a person is the way it is, that's what DNA would be hold on. So kind of like if you go to a crime scene, they're going to tell by your DNA. RNA stores all of the information about protein structure. Now to go with this protein structure, RNA does include that, but DNA holds the genetic code for that protein synthesis, and RNA is going to form that protein. So they kind of work hand in hand in order to make up some of the things, as well as DNA is more common and it lasts longer, while RNA is not. It is common, but it does not last as long as DNA would. As well as the location. RNA is found in the cytoplasm, so if you kind of see in the photo at the very bottom, it lists cytoplasm, and you can see that's where the RNA would be found. And looking at the very top in that circle, that purple circle, that has the nucleus in it. Well, it is the nucleus, and that is where DNA is held. So just to kind of wrap this up, is there are a lot more differences in DNA and RNA. Even though both are common in the human body, they just work a bit different and do differently functions. They're not that similar in each other, even though they kind of sound the same. They do have a lot more differences. If you have any other questions, I would definitely refer back to the textbook and the PowerPoints. Have a nice day.